price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action. Allen. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On first down, Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Bills hit 9-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Nwangu. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here's Nwangu. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 35-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Pierce. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready, set.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2.
Ready, break.
Second and 11. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pierce now up the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It is incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Allen going to audible to a different look. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll audible to something else. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 10. Allen going to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 36-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising.
just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
A final shot before half for Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give left side for Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
On third down, here's Pierce. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. Fourth down. They'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. And he is going to have a Texans first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Pierce gets this one running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Quick throw here to Johnston. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Now Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Right side, and he finds Gray. And they run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the give is New Orleans. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Allen's throw caught by Gray. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Handoff here to Nwangu. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He'll try again. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Danny Gray, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Pierce takes it straight ahead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another carry for Pierce. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finds Johnston. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw here. It's caught. Cameron, left side. Touchdown, Texans. From 19 yards away. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen going to change this at the line. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll change things up. Allen. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. Oh, nice move. Stepped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing, Allen. Here's Nwangu. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Allen. He'll find the Wongu underneath.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Here's Allen. This will be caught by his big wide receiver.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Able to find Gray here.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
15-yard line.
Put them in their place. Come on. Hey, we gotta get this done.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's Allen.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here now, 3rd down. Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
56, 56.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Keep that forward. Take it to him. Last chance. Let's go right now. Baby. Oh, yeah.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Tough spot here. Third down at 11. First throw of overtime for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, if that's on target, this game's over. He led him just a little bit too much. And if they don't go on to win this one, that's a play that will be discussed around the city and on talk shows all week long.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Pierce now up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And still fighting. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run here with Pierce. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was due in large part, Charles, to the play of their quarterback.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for the Texans, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire